And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute. As the kids like to say, I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league. And we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual-threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. But if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, he's going to be a hard one to beat. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On second down, Russ. Whoa! And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Ever since he was drafted in the 4th round, all this guy has done is continue to surpass all expectations. And Mike, this isn't some physical specimen like we see throughout the league who has all these unique physical attributes. But he is about as consistent and even keel as the quarterback position gets. And it doesn't hurt that he is a beloved figure in every locker room he finds himself. And they know with this guy behind center, they have a shot to win every single game he plays.
That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Cousins. They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They go play action with Cousins. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts.
This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain. And in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down. Cousins. Open man is Mooney. He's got him. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on third down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Great London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. We are through 1. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He's got his man, Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
To throw again is Wilson. This one caught at the 4. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Then Jefferson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Ray McLeod on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. Open man downfield, that's London. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Harris. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught. What a throw. Then Jefferson. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. McLeod now to return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. They'll bring up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Third and 2. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Drake London set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. First and 10. Cousins gonna throw. He'll get that to Kadero High. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That's caught. It's high. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Storms are mine, but you know she live in major. When you flying up this, ain't no cameras. Don't live what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas. On first and 10, Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go. And he's forced to just throw it away.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we have reached halftime here in this one. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side of the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Second down, Cousins. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. of the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He'll work forward for a couple. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Russ. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Falcons 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. Whoa! Past midfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he's inside the 20. What a return.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
3rd and a yard. A tight end in motion now. They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Now, Cousins. And he's into the end zone yet again. Great London. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Here's Coop for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Austin now to return this. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Trying left side. Here's Harris. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
Now Wilson. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, let's give give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. They'll run with Harris. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On third and goal, Wilson.
Pass interference. Defense.
The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to change it. It's a first down. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time, it's Harris. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Back to throw. Wilson. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Steelers 31, Falcons 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They go play action with Cousins. Left side in the hands of London.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action now. It's Cousins. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Charlie Werner. Touchdown, Falcons. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. shotgun. Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
They'll stick to the ground. A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Now it's Harris. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Wilson. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
There's Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On the ground, this is Harris. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Two minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, the sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Harris. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Short throw. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You already are up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That one is caught by Mooney. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Nice grab there by Mooney, and plays like this are really the main reason why the Falcons made it a point to sign him this offseason. And his talent has always been undeniable. He just has to find a way to stay on the field and prove it.
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Second and 6 coming up. They'll run with Robinson. Woo! And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
Cousins now to throw on first down. There's that man again. Another catch. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
That penalty is declined.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Austin with the grab. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll come up for first and 10. Now Russ. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Williams now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Running here with Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle. It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a first throw here in overtime. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On third down, it's Robinson. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be caught by McLeod. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He'll get this to McLeod. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Space to run inside the 20, and he'll be taken down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Quick throw, taken in. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now, Cousins. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It almost feels in today's game, if you aren't a dynamic runner with the ball in your hand, you can't play. And I'll tell you what, Mike, that was never my thing. I'm not sure if I would have been as good in today's game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Steelers first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Off he goes. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. 14 yards on the pickup there.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Gotta have it right here to extend this overtime. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for 1 to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those to try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. Throwing now, Cousins. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to keep it himself. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Second down and 3. Back to throw. Wilson. He'll take off again. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Russ. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A field goal was all they would have needed at the start of the drive. It was not to be. And we will forge on here in overtime. London brought in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. Ball thrown left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And here's Bijan. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Left side in the hands of London. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Pitts is the man in motion. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go again with Robinson. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory